So the Guide to Greater Gainesville recently put out their list of the top 100 things to do here in Gainesville. So I thought we could go over that list and I'd share with you some of my thoughts on some of those must-visit things to do here in Gainesville, along with share some of the things that you could probably just skip over. So kicking off the list is going to be Karma Cream. Definitely can't complain about this one. They're going to be popular for their organic coffee along with vegan sandwiches. Next on the list is you've got Devil's Mill Hopper. This one's going to pop up on all the things to do list. It's just over actually 130 steps down to the bottom, a huge sinkhole. It's just a really unique atmosphere. It's almost like a little mini rainforest. Next you got Patty Cakes. Yes, please. They're very good. Love their coffee. Cupcakes are always great. Now, number 4, swing and sway to We're the Boys of Old Florida at a Gator game. You definitely want to attend a Gator game if you can. It's such a unique experience, a huge crowd, lots of fun, always a good time. Let's scroll through and see if we can check out some of the others that may not show up on every list. Let's see here. So meditate at the Bowman Center. This is again going to be a beautiful setting right on campus. You can also go over here. It's a great place to see alligators. Actually, a lot of people pick the Bowman Center as a place to get married, and I'm sure you can see why. Now on number 12, you got antique shopping in Micanopy, and that's a great idea. Micanopy is such a cute little town, but it may not pop up on everyone's radar. If you do go out this way, make sure you stop by the Old Florida Cafe and get a Cuban sandwich. You definitely won't regret it. Painting the 34th Street wall. All right, so this one may not be for everyone, but it's certainly a cool idea, and it'd be great to get a picture, a lot of fun, and just something neat to say you did it. Okay, so have a beer at Swamphead Brewery. Definitely go visit Swamphead. It's a great setting, great beer, and tons of great people. You'll have a lot of fun over there. All right, so running stadiums at Ben Hill. This could be one that you maybe want to skip. Maybe just go over there and walk around. You don't necessarily have to run. It's really cool because they typically keep the stadium open during the week so people can go and exercise, but it's a really unique opportunity to walk through when no one else is really there and it's completely empty, so you could check out the stadium. See a show at the Hippodrome. This is one thing we don't do often enough, but it is always a lot of fun. The theater is a little bit smaller, but it's got tons of charm and character. Make sure you check out their list of shows to find one that you may like. You'll be really glad you did. Okay, so Dudley Farms out in Newberry. This is definitely a neat place and worth a visit. You can actually go there and see what farming and agriculture looked like back in the late 1800s. Now, number 21, the Butterfly Museum. You could, if you're coming to Gainesville, you definitely want to check this one out. It's so cool to walk through and see all the butterflies and all the plants. It's just a really beautiful place. Take your dog over for a walk at Kanapaha Botanical Gardens. Again, this is a beautiful setting. It's just off of Archer Road, and there's tons of different events and shows that they typically have going on out here, but it's also just a great place to stop in and explore. Searching for shark teeth out in Hogtown Creek at Alfred Ring Park. This one is also a lot of fun. We've taken the kids out there to look for shark teeth. It's always a lot of fun. Make sure you bring some bug spray though. The Cade Museum. Now this is definitely a good one. This is a really interactive museum. It's great for kids. It's also just across the street from Depot Park, so it's a really fun area to spend an afternoon. So this is a great list that they've put together here, and we still have a few more things to go through, but one thing that I notice is not on this list that our family always loves is going to be the Gator Fly-In and the Armed Service Appreciation Day. This is typically in late March, and our family always has a blast going to this because they have some really cool planes, cool cars, and you can actually go inside some of the planes, press the buttons, and get interactive with it. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. But I was curious, is there anything that you haven't seen on the list so far that you absolutely love to do in Gainesville? Down in the comments, let me know. We're always looking for new things to do, so if there's something you would enjoy, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, here, number 44. This is one many people may not know about, and it's gonna be scuba diving out at Devil's Den in Williston. This is such a cool place. Definitely check them out on Instagram and see some of the pictures. It's really unique out here. Archery lessons at East End Sports Complex. This is something, again, that we've done with the boys, and they absolutely loved it. They do also offer summer camp, so that may be something worth checking out if you have little ones. The Gainesville Raceway, this is definitely a popular one, especially if you're in town early March. That's going to be when Gator Nationals are. Huge event, lots of fun, fast, loud cars, definitely check it out. Number 67, canoeing down the Santa Fe River. The rivers, lakes, and springs are definitely something unique to this area and something everyone should check out. Depot Park, again, like I mentioned with the Cade Museum, this is just a great park, and if you do have kids, they will definitely love the splash pad. There are tons of events and things constantly going on at the park, so make sure to look up their website to check the calendar at all the different events and something that you may be interested in. Exploring Carson Springs. Now this is a great nonprofit animal rescue. They do have different tours available, so check their website, but I believe they also do an open house once or twice a year, and that's really the only time that the general public can get out there and explore the entire area and just sort of freely walk around. So make sure you're checking their websites for those two open houses. Number 82, the annual Hogtown Medieval Fair. This happens in January and it's tons of fun. We actually just went this last year. Now they moved to a new location off of Archer Road. The traffic and the parking was a complete nightmare, so be prepared for that. But once you get out there, it is a lot of fun and definitely worth the time getting out there. Cedar Lake Woods in Williston, another very cool, unique atmosphere. We haven't been out there in a while. It is a really neat place. We need to go back. It's certainly worth a visit. It's just a beautiful setting and something that you don't see on a daily basis. Last but certainly not least, UF Gymnastics. This is a ton of fun, and typically the team is usually really high ranked, so it's really fun to go out and watch. It's also indoors, so you don't have to worry about the weather, the rain, the cold, the heat, anything like that. I believe tickets are usually about $5 for kids, about $8 for adults, so a great way to spend a Friday evening watching some great athletes. So there's obviously a ton of stuff to do here in Gainesville, and this list has put a lot of those great things together for you. But if you're curious about even more things or some of these things on this list in more detail, what you'll want to do next is go ahead and watch this video where I share with you again some of the best things to do in Gainesville, but in much more detail and things you certainly don't want to miss.